And we've heard you want to meet with the new Ayatollah, the new supreme leader.
I don't want to meet, but if I did meet, I'd be honored to meet him. I'd like to see if we make a deal.
Okay.
But if we make a deal, it's possible that I would meet him.
And I've got a question about the nuclear dust. So the bombers go in, they entomb a lot of this
Right.
enriched uranium.
Yeah.
At this point, do you need a deal with Iran to go get it? Or
No.
have you thought about just
I was.
a covert, daring, send in the SEALs, send in the Rangers?
But I didn't want to be Jimmy Carter, you know. I didn't feel like being Jimmy Carter.
So that's off the
We
table.
did. Well, we thought about it right at the very beginning, before we did what we did, before we destroyed their entire military. We thought about it, and I didn't want to be in a position where you had, to get there. It's not like Venezuela. Like you go in, you're there for a matter of minutes, and you're out, and everybody's waving goodbye as you take off, and you brought the cargo back. This is different. You'd have to be there for 2 weeks. You'd need massive equipment. You'd have to airlift the equipment in. You're in a war zone. And there was a time at the very beginning when we thought about doing that, because they would have not been watching, but they would have found out. I mean, during a period of a week to 2 weeks, you would have had a major construction operation, because that plane, and more importantly, those people that operate those planes, including the mechanics, they flew for 37 hours round trip. Think of that. And the tankers that refilled them 4 times, and what an operation it was. Amazing. And but we would have been, Peter, we would have been there for a period of from a week to 2 weeks. We would have gotten it. But I said, I don't like the idea of that. All of a sudden, they, pinpoint, they still had missiles left. That means they would pinpoint you and just keep lobbing them in until one gets through, and people would have gotten killed. So I didn't like it. We could get it right now. I don't think they could stop us if we wanted, but there's no reason to. It's entombed. You use a good word. It's entombed. We also have cameras on it through Space Force. We have very powerful cameras. Every door, there's a door. You know where the doors go? They go to bad places. But every single place on those mountains is basically three, because we also hit it with tomahawks after. After that we hit it with tomahawk. Every inch of that land has cameras on it. We have about 9 of them, and they're on, and we cover it. So if anybody even got near it, we would know what we had to do.
And we've heard you want to meet with the new Ayatollah, the new supreme leader.
I don't want to meet, but if I did meet, I'd be honored to meet him. I'd like to see if we make a deal.
Okay.
But if we make a deal, it's possible that I would meet him. I'd be okay with
Would
it.
that happen here in the U.S., White
Oh,
House?
I don't know.
Campaign?
I haven't really heard too much about it. It's not, I didn't suggest it, but some people have suggested it. If it happened, it would happen. I'd be respectful.
Do you think because Epic Fury killed his dad and his wife and his kid that he's got hard feelings and wouldn't want to meet?
Well, I would say I'm not his favorite person. But with that being said, he's probably I don't know. He's probably a professional. In some circles, he has a very good reputation, actually. Sometimes some people say bad, but a lot of people say bad about me. It's totally false, of course.
Ya, pemirsa, Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump juga kembali mengancam Organisasi Pertahanan Amerika Eropa NATO karena tidak mau membantu Amerika dalam konflik dengan Iran. Trump menyebut negara anggota NATO akan rugi karena mereka membutuhkan pasokan minyak dan energi.
Powerful military in the world. We gave them a chance to help, but they chose not to. NATO. We went to the NATO countries. We went to others too, in all fairness to NATO. And I wouldn't say I gave them a hard sell, but I said, hey, if you'd like to help, it'll be wonderful. And they all turned us down. And, it's going to be an expensive proposition for them because they shouldn't have done that. They should have helped. We don't need it. We have our own. We have much more than we need in terms of oil and energy generally. But European countries and other countries, they need it tremendous. Some of the European countries need it really big. And they should have said, we'd love to help. But
Warga Iran berkumpul untuk mengenang anak-anak yang telah tewas akibat perang dan serangan bersenjata. Keluarga dan kerabat memajang foto dan barang-barang milik anak-anak yang tewas dalam berbagai konflik.
Hari Internasional Anak-anak di Iran terasa berbeda. Warga Iran berkumpul untuk mengenang anak-anak yang telah tewas akibat perang dan serangan bersenjata. Bertema mereka adalah malaikat, peringatan diadakan di luar kantor UNICEF di Teheran pada hari Rabu. Keluarga dan kerabat memajang foto dan barang-barang milik anak-anak yang tewas dalam berbagai konflik. UNICEF dan para ahli PBB mengutuk pembunuhan anak-anak dalam serangan itu dan menyerukan perlindungan sekolah dan infrastruktur sipil.
UNICEF strongly condemns all forms of violence against children, and in this respect, UNICEF condemns the killing of children in Minab school and across Iran. Children do not start wars, yet they often bear the heaviest burden.
بعد از این جنایات حمله اسرائیل و امریکا 380 کودک ترور شده فقط در جنگ دوم داشتیم و حدود 47 کودک کشته شده در جنگ 12 روزه. بنابراین یکی
Sekolah dasar putri Syajareh Tayyibeh di Minab, Iran Selatan dihantam selama fase awal serangan AS Israel di Iran. Iran menyalahkan Amerika Serikat dan Israel, namun AS mengatakan sedang menyelidiki insiden tersebut sementara Israel membantah sengaja menargetkan warga sipil.
Ya, sementara itu Menteri Luar Negeri Amerika Serikat Marco Rubio menduga pemimpin tertinggi Iran, Mojtaba Khamenei, mulai aktif memimpin Iran. Marco juga menyebut Mojtaba terlibat langsung dalam perundingan antara Amerika Serikat dengan Iran.
Menteri Luar Negeri Amerika Serikat Marco Rubio membeberkan kondisi terkini pemimpin tertinggi Iran, Ayatullah Mojtaba Khamenei. Di hadapan para anggota Komite Hubungan Luar Negeri Senat AS, Rubio menduga Mojtaba Khamenei masih hidup dan mulai aktif memimpin langsung Iran. Mojtaba bahkan diklaim Rubio mulai terlibat langsung terkait negosiasi antara Iran dengan Washington setelah gencatan senjata pada 8 April lalu.
Yeah, I think there's indications that, in fact, we've not heard from him publicly, we haven't seen him publicly, and I would imagine given what's happened to multiple leaders in that system, being very public is probably not something that's recommended for them internally. But that said, I think there are indications out there that he is increasingly engaging at some level, although all of his communications have been in writing and through intermediaries.
Pernyataan Rubio ini disampaikan saat Iran tengah mempelajari versi terbaru proposal Washington untuk negosiasi mengakhiri perang. Dalam proposal itu, Presiden AS Donald Trump memperketat sejumlah syarat dalam negosiasi. Kantor resmi Iran melaporkan bahwa Teheran masih mempelajari proposal terbaru dan belum berkomunikasi dengan AS selama beberapa hari.